Hey yo, what's up everybody, Holmes here, and we are back with some more Bloodborne Arcane build run. And yeah, welcome back. Today we are going to be taking on the DLC area. I know, yeah, not yesterday, last time we talked about taking on Bergenworth first, and then ROM, and then DLC area. But I thought about it, and I feel like once we clear out the DLC area, we'll get enough blood echoes to level up, and then with those extra levels we can take out Ludwig, so we can finally get our holy sword thing. So yeah, so Hunter's Nightmare once again. And last time I was here I was like really under level, so it took forever just to kill our base enemies here. But now that we have progressed through the game a fair amount, pretty much like halfway I would say. We got level ups, we got our weapon upgrades, we are now pretty ready to take on the DLC area. But if you do this like towards like right before the final boss, I feel like you'll have way easier time than I will have here, because I'm gonna get my ass kicked around a little bit here. So yeah. So once you get to this point, you can activate your weapon arcane power and take out the dogs quickly, because they hurt. This guy, watch out, he always comes out with that quick attack. If you're quick enough, you can actually parry it. So yep, you can parry that. Oh, I ate it. There's gonna be like a red eye version of this guy later on, and if you eat that overhead, even if you have full health, well for me currently, even if I have full health, it'll still one-shot me, so it's pretty crazy. And upon taking out those guys, come on up here, take out the sniper. Get a few shots in. He usually likes to do the overhead, but he didn't do it this time. So I'm being cautious because the overhead hurts. And also be careful of the snipe that this guy does. Oh, got the overhead. Got the reversal. Got the visceral, and took him out. But yeah, like I was saying, his sniping, like his long cane bullets, it actually hurts pretty bad. It does decent damage, so be careful. And let's see if we can get the attention of the hunter here, so we can just these guys with these weapons, the long ass like the sword thing, kind of like Zamimaru from Bleach. They are easier to parry than those guys with like the tiny daggers. And watch out for the gun attack, because it like they can sometimes they decide to be assholes and they'll just spam it. I don't know. And it's super annoying because it does a lot of damage, or decent damage. It's not like, you know, the regular pistol bullets in Bloodborne where it barely chips. I think they got like the blunderbuss, and I don't know, their versions hurt. So yeah, be careful. Destroy this little mini turret so you won't accidentally activate it as you come over to get the bullets. And now we can head on up and kind of go around. There's gonna be a hunter here. He's gonna have red eyes, so this guy, it's a little bit more dangerous than our average hunter. This guy doesn't trigger until you start fighting the beasts here. I don't know why, but I guess, you know, he only comes down when the party starts. So yeah, like after you kill this one, I think, he jumps down. And be careful, because this guy does a lot of damage if it hits you, so you want to watch out for that. You can try to, you know, backstab him or just get a few shots in and run away, because you'll also be distracted by the beasts and parry your ass. See, even the visceral attack barely chips him. Like, it takes away I don't know, 1/5 of his health. It doesn't really take away a lot, like compared to the regular hunters where we can take out like half of his HP. This guy, it doesn't take out that much. And also when he hits us with that little buff, oh man, They almost killed us. So yeah, and right here I'm gonna try to use these beasts to kind of distract them, and also pop a quick heal. He does get distracted by the beasts, but once you get close, this guy, I don't know. This one feels, I feel like he's smarter than the other ones, because he actually turns around to try to fight you. And he's almost dead now, so wait for him to finish his attack, and he's gone. Thanks for the blood vials. And there's another one of these hunters over here. This one is not as strong as the one we just fought, so thank goodness for that. And also, whenever you defeat a red-eye enemy in the DLC, I think it's after you join the Covenant, or I'm not sure, like if before you join the Covenant you get it or not. But I know after you join the shit, what's the fucking Covenant name? It's the ones from the Forbidden Wood, where you talk to the guy with the bucket on his head. You join that Covenant, and then you get the vermins from the guys with red eyes. If you kill the regular hunters, I don't think they'll drop the vermins. At least they never dropped it for me. Maybe it's a luck drop for them, I don't know. But whenever you kill the red eye hunters, it seems like it'll always drop. So yeah. And also I believe if you're in that Covenant and you do PvP, if you take out the host that you invaded, you can also get vermin. And vermin's what you need to upgrade the Covenant. So I don't know if there's a point of killing these beasts. Probably not, but if you want to rack up with some blood echoes, feel free to do so. I'm iffy about using my Tonitrus to kill these guys because it doesn't have a lot of like weapon durability. So I don't even think I can run through this entire map, entire level without it going like weapon at risk. So yeah, but we do have a checkpoint like halfway, so that's good. If our weapon durability runs low, once we reach the checkpoint, we can go back to the Hunter's Dream and then what do you call it? Repair our weapon. Because my saw blade, it's not even upgraded. Well, it's upgraded to +1, but it'll do like crap damage to enemies here. So yeah, I don't really count that as an upgrade because it's not really gonna help us. And I do have to upgrade stones to kind of bring it up to, I guess, +7 as well. But I'm kind of saving my upgrade stones for when I get the Holy Blade. The Moonlight Blade, I should say. And there's the Hunter here. If you go around, this guy will just stand here. And you can backstab him. And the Tonitrus is too slow to kind of like chain it, I think. Well, it depends on the enemy, I should say. These guys, they recover faster, so I don't think you can chain it. Later on, we're gonna see some big dudes, and you can backstab chain those guys with the Tonitrus. And those guys are pretty dangerous if you're fighting them face to face. I think you can parry them as well, but if you can get behind them and just backstab chain, that will be the ideal thing to do, I'd say. So this is kind of like a shortcut. There's gonna be a few beasts here, but there's no point of killing them unless you want the blood echoes. So yeah, and this courtyard area is now cleared and completed. So we got everything that we can get down here. Yeah, so we got everything there, and then now to go up. Be careful because there's gonna be a trap, and there's also a little ambush here. So if you can kind of just stand there, like in the center with the boulder, and as it's coming down, right before it hits you, you can just dodge this side, and hopefully it'll catch most of the beasts. If not, you can have to kind of do a little bit of a hit and run. But they're not like extremely tough, so don't worry about it. The enemies that I will skip in this DLC Oh, the liquors, because I feel like, I don't know, like when it comes to liquor, DLC or not, I feel like it's just they have too much health and they hit too hard, in my opinion, and it just sucks to fight them. So yeah, and here's the old hunters set, sorta. This is just like the body pieces. I don't know, for female characters, I don't really like to cover their face. So keeping the, well, we don't even have the, I don't think no, we got the hat, so yeah. Up here you're gonna see when the door opens, that big guy's gonna fight these guys. So as he's kind of like distracted, once he kills them and he's distracted, just run away. Like you can just run up these stairs and it will not follow you, so don't worry about it. Here is Laurence, one of the most hated bosses in the entire game, I think. I have a guide for this guy, and I hear a lot of comments about how much people struggle, especially like those of you guys that are playing on like NG plus 7 or beyond. But the scaling goes up like to 7 only, so I should just put it 7 because it doesn't matter if you're on NG plus 8 or 9, because it'll still have the same difficulty as 7. So that's what's the deal with that. And we also got the pendant, which I'm struggling to find. It's right here. Alright, so yeah, it's a key item we're gonna need for later on, but don't worry about it too much for now because we're not really gonna take on the DLC fully right now. We're just trying to take out what's his name again, shit, Ludwig, and get the damn sword. And once we head towards like the final boss of the base game, that's when I'll start doing the DLC after that. So yeah, my plan for this is just take care of the first part of the DLC here, because there's gonna be I would say 3 parts. So upon taking down the first part, we're gonna go back to the base game. So when we get the Moonlight Blade, once we get that, we'll go back to base game and then get towards the end. But before killing the final boss and ending our playthrough, we'll take on the rest of the DLC area. So I'll make it a lot easier, because especially the final boss of the DLC area, that guy's insane. So I don't want to be on the level for that guy. And once you destroy that first turret, this guy will get pissed off and try to, I don't know, rush you. So just be aware of that. Yeah, you kind of have to time it. And for this guy, I don't know, he just doesn't move at all until you get really close. So the 3 turrets, and this guy dropped silver bullets. There's a turret right here, so make sure you don't step on this pressure plate as you're coming over. If you accidentally stepped on that, it's gonna fire off the gun on the side, so watch out for that. Pretty damn nasty. Next up, let's go ahead and equip poison throwing knives. Reason for this is because we're gonna fight, I would say this guy is pretty damn tough as well. This asshole, oh my god, like it's gonna be a beast. It's not these guys, don't worry about it. Yeah, we're gonna fight him real soon. And he's gonna make me lose out on a lot of blood vials and possibly silver bullets. So hopefully I don't completely run out of those. But yeah, I guess if your build is like OP enough, you could take him down quickly. But I don't know, he jumps a lot around a lot. So these boom hammer hunters, they're a little bit harder to I don't know what happened there. I thought that was a parry, I mean a visceral attack, but we couldn't capitalize for some reason. We got it there and try to finish him off before he tries any more funny business. More blood vial, that's good. Replenish. These guys throw kind of like a timed bomb. I think they're called delayed molotovs. So you want to watch out for that. It's like syntax from Call of Duty. You throw it and then like you can hear the ticking, and like after like 2 seconds it blows up. But it doesn't stick towards the player, so don't worry about that. It only sticks towards the or to the floor. So as long as like you see him throw it and you don't stay near it, you'll be fine. Right here on the stairs there's gonna be like 2 ambushes, so once you take care of the first guy, be ready for the second guy. See, we got the Molotov that they're throwing, and there's the second guy. Wait for him to swing, and then that is our opportunity to swing back. And then there's a final guy that'll attack you down here. And upon taking him out, watch out for this. Don't pick it up right away. You want to kind of juke it, because the moment you run over there, it's gonna trigger all the. Well, that guy had like a Molotov bomb thing on him, so when you run over, he kind of, I guess, I don't know what you call it, trigger the timer to go off. And then there's like a lot of barrels that's right next to him, so it'll just blow you up. Here's the beast I was talking about. You can actually get your character to look like that as well if you have the beast claws from, I believe, the Chalice dungeons where you get the beast claw, if I remembering correctly. So you can get the beast claw and then get the beast rune, which is after defeating Laurence. You can get the beast rune, and then after all that you get the beast claw, the beast rune, then you can look like that when you transform with the roar, I believe. So the beast claw, the arcane item, and then you can transform your character into a beast. But when you're in a beast form, all you can do is melee. It's like with the melee with the claws. You can't use your weapons. I guess the claws are your weapons, but you can't use a gun, so you kind of stuck this form. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's worth it. In my opinion, probably not. I don't know. I'm just more biased towards that skill build. So yeah, but it is a cool build to have, like the beast build, because you can transform and it looks pretty fun. I just, I didn't take the time. And see, he dodges a lot, this asshole, and I don't think you can parry that jumping attack. I mean, I've tried and it doesn't seem to work. And it does, this guy does poison easy, but I don't know. It's just this asshole has so much health. It's just that trying to just poison him to death, I feel like it doesn't really work, because he also dodges a lot. Like, he jumps around a lot. So yeah, like pure poison trick, it'll just take too long. Unless, like, if you're hitting every single throw, then I guess you can kill him with poison. But if you like miss a few shots, it takes like 3 to poison, I believe. Yeah. So if you miss like a few and you don't have enough, like at the end you don't have enough for the 3rd throw, you're kind of screwed, And make sure you don't corner yourself while fighting this guy. See, he jumps around so much. It's like you're fighting a player that has like all his stats maxed out. He has so much health, and it looks like he has infinite stamina. He can just keep jumping around, keep spamming the arcane, the beast screams thing, and shit is just so annoying to fight. I think like in DLC, like the NPC that's like NPC hunter that's most annoying to fight, it's probably this guy, because he has so much health. It's like a mini boss at this point. Even when you parry him and you do the visual attack, you land that visual, it still doesn't like take away much health. And just being a complete asshole, like, keep jumping, keep screaming. Oh, there's my... That was my opportunity to parry. Yeah, this is like, if you want to take out this guy, he gives you like an item unlock, I believe, like a badge. So that's the only reason that's like this guy's worth killing. But I don't know, if you don't want to like burn too much health, or in my opinion, this is I don't know if this is a wise thing to do. Like, if you want to conserve on your bullets, your healing items, probably don't kill him. I mean, don't fight him right now, unless you have like you're really sure and really confident you can kick his ass without burning through all your resources, like what I'm doing. Then, I mean, go ahead, challenge his ass. There is a shortcut nearby, so if you're playing along, if you want to take him on, and you're not like really sure if you should like hold on. This stupid car or whatever the heck that just passed by. Anyways, yeah, if you're not really confident on taking him on, then open up the shortcut first before coming here, so you don't have to rerun that whole beginning area. And yeah, I don't know what the point of, like, other than getting the badge from him, there's really nothing else that's there. So yep, that's that side. It's very identical to Central Yarnum in this area. You come up here, drop down, you can get old hunter's top, or the hat, and then there's liquors, lots of them in fact. You can take them on if you want. Like I said, it's really a waste of time in my opinion. Nope. Oh, there's another guy. Try to take him out quickly. Damn, which rating hits you? You do want to watch out because there's a sniper on the bridge. So for the guy on the far side, if you have pebbles or throwing knives, you can throw it at him and it'll pull him over. The guy, the sniper guy will just stay put. He'll just try to snipe you this entire time, but even though it's not working, the man doesn't give up. So best thing to do is just kind of rush him, but do be careful because he does have melee attacks. So yeah, especially that overhead thing. If you have like half of your health or less than half, you eat that, you're screwed. So be careful. And there's also a guy down the stairs, so yeah, don't forget about him. He has those delayed molotovs. I'm just glad it doesn't stick towards you. Like, if it hits you, it'll still go towards the ground. Oh, that's a good thing. Imagine that's stuck on you and it does extra damage if you get sticked. That should have been insane. And back there, we'll see that later. That's towards like the end of the level, which I'd say we're pretty much like close to 50% already. Or if not, we're already like 50% completed. Part 1 of the DLC. Not including the boss. Here's Simon. If you do his side quest, which is just by talking to him, and you know, he's gonna ask you a question here, and just say you're interested. Like the nightmare is fascinating, and he'll be delighted to progress the side quest with you. So if you do a side quest, you get his bow blade, which is a curved sword that can transform into a bow. So it's pretty badass, but the bow, when it transforms into the bow and you attack with the bow, it does cost what do you call it, silver bullets. So yeah, it's not like that's not like your attack. I mean, it is in a way, but it costs bullets to attack. So yeah. And here I'm gonna head back to the Hunter's Dream, real quick to get more healing items because we have another mini boss we can take on, which is the blood-starved beast. But this one's not as tough as the one in the base game, I would say. The only thing that would give you trouble is probably just the area because it's really dark. And the way I find like the easiest way to take out the blood-starved beast is just to parry him. But since it's so damn dark, you have to really like focus on like his hands because like that's your tail. Unless he gets up, then you know, no, its head is kind of like it's more visible. But I don't know. You guys will see once we get there. It's so freaking dark in there. And I mean, you can use the torch to light the area, but then if that's the case, if you use the torch to light the area, you can't see. I mean, you can see, but then you can't parry him because your offhand is occupied with the hunter's torch or just the torch, and you don't have a gun to parry him. So it's either you light up the area so you can see, or you sacrifice your vision for an easier time to kill him. I wouldn't say it's like super easy to kill, because he can still fuck you up if you're not careful, because he still has a crazy combo. But it doesn't seem like he poisons, so that's good. Here I fucked up my backstab, so he's starting to alert the snipers on the other side of the bridge. Before we fight the freaking blood-starved beast, there's also another hunter, NPC hunter. This guy is super annoying. He actually has like a minigun on him, so the minigun in this game is not really that great. So like, I don't know. Upon killing him, you can get the minigun. So I guess it'll probably be good for blood tinge build, but it does require like a decent amount of strength, I believe, to equip it. So not really worth it in my opinion. And then the snipers are blasting their gun. Just wait a little bit until they stop shooting, because they'll eventually go back to their post of staring into nothing. So once that happens, you can kind of just creep up. I don't think you can land a backstab on this guy, or maybe I just didn't get close enough. But yeah. And if I didn't fuck up my that backstab on the guy with the torch, it wouldn't have dragged the other sniper over. So that's my fault right there. But yeah, see, they eventually go back to their post, I guess you can say, and just finish him off. Come on. I'm just afraid of that attack, cause like when the enemy is like charging over that attack, even though you're going crazy on the HP with your normal attacks, it's just like it doesn't seem like they'll flinch, but you can parry it. So like you probably get like 2 hits in, and as it's charging up, after your 2 hits, just get ready to parry. That seems to be the technique for parrying that move. But maybe you guys can find like a better strategy. For me, it's like 2 hits, and then like if it does the overhead, then you know, 1-2, and then if it's charging off the overhead, then you can just parry him. But sometimes it doesn't. So when it doesn't, that's like the bitch part, because then he'll probably like swing some other way, and that shit is just annoying. And here's a little demonstration of like fighting the lickers. Like if you really want to fight them, this is what you can do with these first 2. Just kind of hit them a few times and then roll back up the stairs. Do be careful, because they can spit poison at you, so it's like the only thing that can really get you, because they don't climb the stairs. So yeah, but as you guys can see, it has like a decent amount of HP, and there's a lot of them here. They don't really chase, so it's pretty simple to get around them. If you want to just kind of skip them. If you really want to clear out the entire map, then I mean you can fight these guys, but like I'm saying, you are gonna Use it with a lot of weapon durability. Unless you're using like strength build or skill build, I guess you have the weapon durability spared. But since I'm using the arcane build, this shit's gonna, my freaking weapon's gonna break before I clear the freaking the level. So all these assholes here, I'm just gonna skip right by them. See ya, bitches. And they won't chase you into the cave, so don't worry about it. They kind of get stuck after this part. They do have an ember right here that has bloodstone chunks, so make sure you kill this guy. Bloodstone chunks are what's gonna be most important to us because it's gonna help us upgrade our weapon. And the better your weapon, the easier to kill us. So, yeah. You're gonna see a weird cut here because this asshole does gun me down with his stupid, what do you call it? Gatling gun. Because he just holds. See? I don't know. It looks like they have infinite ammo. So be careful. If you're not careful while you're swinging, like you're doing your damages and stuff like that, and this asshole decided to hold down this freaking Gatling gun, it can also parry you. Okay, and also you can get parried while healing as well, so be careful. It's kind of like zigzag away your way out of here. If this guy's really chasing you and you just run out of the cave, it'll run back in. So, yeah. See, you run out and then like it'll just run back in. You just kind of have to like bait him, get a few shots in. Few good shots in, and then just kind of back away. He doesn't like entirely rely on his minigun. It does have like some melee attacks it can do to you, and those things do decent damage, so they're no joke. Don't tank them. That's my best advice. Probably just like get a few shots in and then back away, get a few shots in and back away if you really want to do this part right now. You don't have to rush this, you can actually do this part after you beat the boss if you want to, so there's like less pressure. I don't know, up to you guys though. It's just like once you go in the cave, it's so damn dark and I can't really see him, so that's why I'm fighting him out here. Because the Bloodstarved Beast, you cannot really bait him out. And the idiot got himself stuck. This is the first time it's ever happened. Like where the NPC got stuck on a wall. Easy kill. Yeah. I've never seen this guy get stuck on a wall before. Very strange. So we got the gun. Next up, we are gonna need to fight the Bloodstarved Beast. You see there's two entryways. Pick the one on the left side because that'll not make you jump straight into the fight. And be careful about this guy right here because if it screams, it will actually turn all the beasts that are around here. It's gonna turn their eyes into red, and that's pretty much like enraging them, and they're more ferocious when they have red eyes. So be careful, and take out the guy with the cloak first. And there's the Bloodstarved Beast walking over. As far as I know, this guy doesn't poison, but I do want to have an antidote on just in case I misremembered it or something. Where'd he go? Alright, does the lunging attack. See how dark it is? It's like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. And it fell down. Oh my god. We do have one like straggler beast on the side, so I don't want to go down. I don't want to like drop down this way right here because that beast might come interrupt the fight if I accidentally trigger them. So yeah, since I got some spare Molotovs, might as well, I guess, use it here. See if we can get some extra damage in before we have to really fight the Bloodstar Beast. I mean, the fire is not really doing too much damage. Probably be better if I had oil and I oil them up and then land the Molotov there, compared to just like throwing Molotovs. I feel like that would be better. I don't know. Can't confirm because I haven't tried it. And just bait him over. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck like this. Come on. There we go. Damn, he's excited. Yeah, I want to watch out for that combo right there. Like the standing up combo. It does that randomly. Yeah, there are some part of the map that's like a little bit more lit up, it looks like. So you can kind of tell what the thing is doing. Like if it gets like a background, if it goes to like a location of the map with a background kind of like help them blend in, that's where the problem begins, because you can't really see what it's doing. But you don't really get anything super special by beating this guy, so up to you if you really want to fight him or not. I don't know if it responds though upon killing him. I would say no. Damn, almost died right there. But I could be wrong. Like usually after I clear out this guy, I just do everything here, and I think I checked it like before and there's nothing there because I don't remember anything respawning upon beating the DLC. In this little cave at least. So yeah, just take him out, grab all the stuff, and you'll be done with this dark ass place. And I believe this is the only place that's no, I think like towards the end of the DLC there's gonna be like a little sewer looking area that's also pretty damn freaking dark, but it's, yeah, I guess it's like it's more or less the same. But I don't think there's a mini boss there, so yeah. And that's the dark ass cave down, and now we can run towards our next destination. Once again, if you guys want to take care of the lickers, you can, but I wouldn't recommend. Reason for that is because they hit hard, and also they have decent HP. You're not gonna be able to one-shot them, and also you're not gonna be able to backstab them. So yeah, that's the bitch part about the lickers. That's why I don't really like dealing with them. Since we got roughed up pretty bad from the cave, I'm gonna go back to the hunter stream and level up some. Also get some free healing and free bullets back. Alright.
Welcome, Woody. Very well, let me.
Since we got 25 HP, 25 stamina now. Next, so I'm gonna focus on Arcane and try to get that up to at least like 50 or higher. I do kind of want a little bit more HP before I cap myself there. So this build might end up at 120. So yeah, instead of my usual level 100 build, this is probably gonna be around 120. Alright, I know I have 2 checkpoints unlocked, well, the second one we're gonna get. I'm gonna show you guys how to get that as well. It's just that the first one, I mean, the second one was unlocked when I was trying to run through the boss right after Amelia. With like my shitty level, my shitty gear. I was trying to beat Ludwig at that point, which I guess it is possible if you're like super pro. I'm not, so I couldn't kick his ass at that time, and it made me really frustrated. That's why at 11 episode 11.5 I posted that video where some of you guys are confused like how did I end up there without showing off this part. Yeah, that's why. Cause I pretty much just kind of skipped everything and ran straight to the boss, hoping to get the sword and then just play the base game, and then like, you know, buff yourself a little bit more with the base game boss. Oh shit, getting stuck. With the base game bosses and whatnot. Oh, that just was some pants. But yeah, I couldn't do it. Cause once I got it to second phase actually. I got the boss to second phase. But like once it got to second phase, if I miss dodge something and it hits me, I just instantly die. So that, I don't know, that pressure was just way too much for me. Alright, so there's gonna be a hunter on the right side, and then there's gonna be a hunter on the left side. And what you can do is you can take out the hunter on the left side, but I don't know, at least take out the dog first. Like, you don't have to take out the hunter or the villager, whatever this guy is, because later on we can go on top and we can kind of drop down just to do decent damage against him, which you guys are going to see later in a bit. So take care of the crows around this hunter, because you don't want to like be fighting this hunter and the crow starts like flying all over the place, because that shit gets annoying. But yeah, see, the non-red eye old hunters are way easier to kill than the ones with red eyes. And we're gonna encounter another red eye hunter real soon right now. So yeah, not really looking forward to it, because this guy is the guy I was talking about earlier in the video, where if he does that overhead attack, and he does a charge up overhead attack, if you don't parry it or dodge it and you just get hit clean at our current level, it's a one shot. So some nasty shit that it's got going on. So if you can, just take out the crows for extra blood echo. Nothing down there. That item we'll get to in a bit. Once we get our second lamp, that's when we can get that that pickup right there. But for now, let's go ahead and grab some more stuff before we go and fight the red eye hunter. So drop down this beam and there's an item right here. If you want the helmet, you gotta do the DLC, not the DLC, you gotta do the Covenant quest. So yeah, if you want to look like the Buckethead guy, that's what you gotta do. But if you don't give a damn about it, then just don't worry about it. Down here is where we fight the Red Eye Hunter. So yeah, you guys are gonna see another transition here, because I did get my ass kicked because of the overhead. And also, I don't know, like whenever it seemed like when I put on that old hunter set, I just had pretty bad luck fighting enemies. Like I'm just getting my ass kicked. So I decided to change it up a little bit. I'm using the basic hunter set, so it's like the one that you guys always see me use whenever I'm doing PvP on my dex build. So yeah, kind of back to the basics here. Except there's no, I left the helmet off because I don't know, the chick characters they're better looking, so I guess no, I don't want to hide their face. The male characters are a little bit weird looking, so gotta hide that face. So right here, kind of figured out like the way to deal with these guys. It's just because they have like a spammy move. Their spammy moves, like whenever you're mid range of them, they'll always try to do it, and they don't stop. So once you kind of see the pattern of the little spammy move, you can just after its first hit, just shoot your gun and it'll just parry you because it's gonna try to combo you bad with that the spammy move. So if you can parry it, then you know, get that extra damage. So that's pretty much it for that back part. We're pretty much at the end now. We can actually run towards the boss right now, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna show you guys how to deal with these big guys here, because you're gonna see two big guys, one right there and one on the right side. So the one on the right side, he has a big ass cannon. See, you see this firebomb? It's the big ass cannon big dude that's doing so. Like, he's blasting you with that bazooka. So you want to watch out for that. What I like to do is I like to quickly run up here and use the lamp so you can kind of go back. But since I've already unlocked it before for my little speed run towards Ludwig, it's already unlocked. So if you want to go back, if you're low on healing items, or if you want to do some leveling up, you have the blood echoes for it, and you know, do so. There's an imp here. Make sure you don't let it get away. That little thing right there is also a summon. So if you guys are having trouble with the boss, you can summon him for a little bit of help. Yeah. There's a hunter up top right there. The pebbles don't seem to reach. So what you can do is you can just shoot him. That'll get its attention. And this is one of the red eye hunters, so do be careful and not take them lightly. Camera fucked up there. I was trying to lock on, but then it didn't work. Even after it dropped down, it didn't lock on, so I ended up just kind of fumbling around there. Alright. Good thing's one of these hunters with the freaking long sword things. Stretchy whip swords. Way easier to parry than the guys with the small daggers, like I was saying before. Or the curved sword. I don't know the exact name for that weapon is. The only annoying thing about these guys is their overhead. You see that overhead? If you parry it late, your bullet will just straight up miss them. Like, after they initiate the overhead, they kind of duck or whatever. They crouch. So if you do it late, your bullet will just miss, and their sword's gonna hit you, and it does fucking crazy damage. It can also spam it, so be careful. Like, you know, slam like the overhead twice, and if you get hit by that twice, you're fucked. So be careful about that. These crows, the best way to deal with them is just like one by one if possible. So drop down the far side over here so you can grab the oil urn. And then just fight these crows as you kind of go through. You can use arcane power if you want, or you can just beat them up without any buffs on your weapon. Just for some blood vials. It's all good. Right here, make sure you be careful, because I totally forgot about this guy, so this thing just plunked down, and it does do damage if it hits you, so make sure HP is like not too low. If you just slowly creep up, it won't hit you, but since I was like trying to run back quickly, it whacked me. And here's a wiggling saw. This, from what I understood from the community, is like, this is like the cheese weapon of Bloodborne. Like, if you have the stats for this and this weapon's like fully maxed out, you can just pretty much down bosses within like seconds, I think. Yeah, it seemed pretty insane from the videos I've seen, but I personally never played Wiggling Saw before, so I can't say how good it is to handle, I guess. But yeah, freaking crows. And now I'll show you guys how to deal with the big dudes. The big dudes, I wouldn't really like stress too much on them. Like, if you don't kill them, it's fine. But if you guys are like in need of blood vials, I'd say, or silver bullets, these guys are good to farm because they drop a lot upon death. I got combo there, but don't worry, got comboed again. Then got axed, and then got blast. Alright, let's go back to the hunter stream, do our little ritual. Not really a ritual, but a little bit of leveling up and weapon fixing.
Welcome, Otis. Very well, let me.
There we go. Up our arcane.
Farewell, good hunt.
And then we'll repair our weapon. And yeah, hopefully this is enough to take down Ludwig. I've tried before on my practice run. It should be good enough. Like, as long as I don't fuck up too hard, this should be good enough to take him down. I think we're at that level where taking him down wouldn't be like too much of a challenge. Because before, when I tried it right after Amelia, that was like some fucking death march suicide stuff right there. Unless you're like really good at dodging, yeah, you're fucked. Yeah, I don't know. I tried looking up online, like on YouTube, to see if anyone was doing it as like as low level as I was, because I was like level 30 something. I tried looking it up and no one, I don't think anyone's done it. They did do like flawless runs, but their weapons are like upgraded, or they have super crazy amount of HP. Like, because I barely had any HP at that point, so like even the base form of Ludwig, like its merged horse form, if that like so as like scratch me once, I would die. So I don't know, it was basically I had to hit him a million times without getting hit. And I don't know, getting to second phase was like so much stress. So yeah, in the end I was just like, fuck it, you know, it's not happening. I'll come back later, growing like white hair, just trying to beat him early. And yeah, so see, it gives you 10 silver bullets. That's the cannon guy, and then the base one from here gave us 6 blood vials. So they do give up a lot of like healing items and silver bullets. And here is another set. So if you guys want to check that out, you can do so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Get some blood vials here. There's gonna be a witch on the side right here, so make sure you take her out before going into the boss fight. Because if you go into the boss fight, well, if you're on your way to the boss fight and you decide to like stand in the fog door or chill in the hallway before going in, this bitch will just like sneak up behind you and grab you and scoop your eyeballs. So be careful. Make sure you take out the damn witch to avoid that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This little hallway is what I'm talking about. So if you guys want, you guys can summon the NPC to help you, or you can find him yourself. Up to you guys. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this run. So I thank you all so very much for watching. Hopefully this video has been saying or helpful or enjoyable, and if you all found at least one of those qualities to be in this video, then stay tuned for the next one. But until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Oops.